The Porsche 911 GT3 has always been an icon among high-performance sports cars, and for the 2025 model year, it returns with a series of refinements that make it even more engaging to drive. The heart of the GT3 remains its naturally aspirated 4-liter flat-six engine, revving all the way to an exhilarating 9,000 revolutions per minute. The sheer sound of this power plant is something that has to be experienced firsthand. It is not just an audible sensation, but something that can be felt through the body, especially when the throttle is opened in a tunnel. Despite the increasingly strict emissions regulations, Porsche has managed to maintain the 502 horsepower output from the previous model. To achieve this, engineers incorporated components from the GT3 RS, such as individual throttle bodies for each cylinder and revised camshafts. The torque figure is slightly lower at 331 pound-feet, but this is balanced by shorter final drive gearing, ensuring that acceleration remains just as ferocious. The shorter gearing results in slightly higher engine speeds during highway cruising, with the manual transmission turning at 3,700 revolutions per minute at 80 miles per hour instead of the previous 3,400 revolutions per minute. Although top speed takes a small hit, dropping from 198 miles per hour to 193 miles per hour for models with the dual-clutch automatic transmission, acceleration remains unchanged. Porsche claims the 0 to 60 miles per hour times will match the previous model, meaning 2.7 seconds for the automatic transmission and 3.3 seconds for the manual transmission. The engagement of the manual gearbox continues to be a highlight, offering precise shifts with just the right amount of mechanical feedback. Beyond the powertrain, the GT3's handling remains one of its strongest attributes. For 2025, Porsche made minor but meaningful changes to the chassis, including shorter bump stops that allow for more suspension travel. Spring rates remain unchanged, but the adaptive dampers have been retuned to work with the revised setup. While many European manufacturers test their cars on perfect roads, Porsche made sure to include rough sections during its evaluation, proving that the GT3 can handle less than ideal pavement while maintaining composure. Aerodynamics also see some refinement, with the new GT3 adopting the front lower control arms from the GT3 RS. These not only improve airflow, but also help keep the front end stable under braking. Additionally, the lower front knuckle from the RS model is included to reduce dive when slowing from high speeds. One of the most interesting additions is the new adaptive steering assist system. Using a sensor to measure friction in the steering pinion, the system can adjust the level of assistance based on conditions. While the GT3 has never been lacking in steering feel, this update makes on-center response even sharper and more responsive without compromising feedback. Weight remains a critical factor in the GT3's performance, and while the base curb weight has increased by nearly 20 pounds, Porsche offers options to counteract this. The Weissach Package, borrowed from the GT3 RS, adds a carbon fiber roof, a rear shear panel, and a carbon fiber anti-roll bar, reducing weight by 11 pounds. Magnesium wheels, available separately, save an additional 24 pounds. A new lithium-ion battery also trims around 10 pounds from the overall weight. Tires remain the same size as before, with 255/35 R20 in the front and 315/30 R21 in the rear. The standard forged aluminum wheels are slightly lighter due to new machining around the hub. Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires come standard with optional Goodyear Eagle F1, Super Sport R, or Pirelli P0R rubber. For those looking for extreme performance, Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R and Pirelli P0 Trofeo R tires can be fitted as dealer-installed options. The most significant change, however, comes in the pricing. The 2022 model had a starting price of $162,450. But for 2025, the base price has jumped to $224,495. The market for these cars remains strong, with used models still commanding prices above their original retail value. While the price increase is substantial, the demand for high-performance Porsche models continues to justify the cost. Porsche's commitment to refining the GT3 without compromising its core identity is evident in every aspect of the new model. While it may not be drastically different from its predecessor, the combination of fine-tuned aerodynamics, improved suspension characteristics, and available weight-saving options ensures that the 2025 GT3 remains one of the most engaging driver's cars on the road.